Keeps the bat on his shoulder right now, wide open stance. Here's the 1-0. He's going to take a swing at it. He fouls it back. And there's 1-1. Moniak looking ready to go. I think he was thinking about taking a base last inning, but I'm not sure if they would have him do that in his rehab appearances. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Ollie Castillo sends this down to right field. It is about a foot foul. Bounces into Redding's bullpen. Somebody's warming up over there. Maybe McKinley Moore, that is. Runner on first, nobody out here for Ollie Castillo. As the crowd starting to make noise. Redding just has a 1-run lead. Fisher's going to go over to first. The lefty has a pretty good eye on Moniak, and Binghamton's going to leave him in here. 23 pitches for the reliever. Has done an inning and a third. And Castillo in for another base hit today. 3 for 3. This time he pulls it past the shortstop into the outfield. Moniak shifts to second, and Redding is threatening here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Aldrum Corridor had the 2 RBIs in today's game so far. Will come up with 2 more runners on and a chance for some damage here. Fightin Phil's 2 runs on 6 hits. The Rumble Ponies 1 run on 1 hit. The defense has been pretty solid on either side tonight. Actually, Ollie Castillo has really been flashing the leather over at third base, so we'll see if the trend continues. Corridor takes the first pitch. Strike on the outside corner from the left side. Lefty matchup. I think in my game notes I can see how he hits against lefties. Very well, 375. Checks his swing, but he doesn't go around a ball and a strike. Moniak on second, Castillo on first, both of them very solid runners. Wind picking up a little bit from right to left, heading out of the park. Fisher taking his time. Here's the 1-1 to Aldrum. Checks his swing. This one is a called strike at the knees either way. Corridor anxiously awaiting a pitch. A deep breath from Fisher out of the stretch with 2 runners on. And Aldrum takes one way inside, evening the count at 2 apiece. Fightin Phil scored their runs in the bottom of the 3rd inning off the bat of Aldrum, scoring Moniak and Castillo. Now, they were both in scoring position at that time, but we'll see what Corridor can do here with the 2-2 in the dirt. Good block by Singer. Doesn't get away from him, but Aldrum has worked his way back now to a full count. Having a little bit of issue with our streaming today, so I appreciate you guys being patient with us and tuning in when possible. I do believe the audio-only version is up and running constantly, so luckily we've got that going. But if you're watching on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, I apologize for the inconvenience. And Redding has the bases loaded, nobody out for Logan O'Hoppe. Now, Hoppe had a base hit in the 3rd. He has been really impressive lately, actually riding a serious on-base streak. 10 games, actually, with today's hit. Grounds this one left side. An error by Brett Beatty allows everybody to advance, and Redding puts the 3rd run of the board tonight as Mickey Moniak crosses. They lead 3-1. Ollie Castillo over at 3rd, and Aldrum Corridor at 2nd. An error allowed O'Hoppe to reach by the 3rd baseman. And the bases are still loaded with nobody out for Josh Ockamy. Ockamy from the left side. Walked and grounded out to the 2nd baseman. It's Castillo on third, Corridor on second, and Ohapi on first here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Josh checks his swing, but he goes around for a strike. Down 0-2. Vito Freisha waiting on deck here. Fightin Phil's trying to give their pitching staff some run support and get a solid lead here. They've been struggling with the offense the past few games. Tracking back to the series against Somerset, the best team in the league. They just, towards the end of the series, struggled to hit, but 9 hits yesterday, 6 so far today as Akami takes a ball down and away. The bases are loaded here for Reading. They've already put 1 run on the board and nobody out. Certainly need to take advantage of runners in scoring position when they can. Fisher, a deep breath. Now he comes home to Josh, checks his swing, and he does not go around. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fisher up to 35 pitches here, and Binghamton has nobody worming in the bullpen. Extra inning contest yesterday, they had to use 5 arms. Don't want to overdo it in just game number 2 of the series. The 2-2 down and away. It's a called strike 3. And Akami is caught looking on the outside part of the plate. Very frustrated. He heads back to the dugout. Reading, the bases still loaded with 1 out on the board now. Here is Vito Freisha. Freisha 0 for 2 in today's contest. Struck out with the bases loaded in the 3rd. Not looking to make the same transgression here as he takes a pitch below the knees for ball 1. Freisha, a very patient hitter as well, in the top 10 in the Eastern League in walks. He's got Castillo on third, Corridor on second, and Ohapi on first. The Fightin Phils lead 3-1 as Freisha chases an offering in the dirt. 1-1 the count. Reading has already scored 1 when Logan Ohapi reached on an error, bringing home Mickey Moniak. Fisher brings his glove down to the waist out of the stretch. Freisha fouls it back. The count moves 1-2. Good crowd here. Want to see the Fightin Phils pick up the offense. Big moment in the midway point of this game, and now Binghamton does have somebody up and warming. As the bases are loaded, the runners taking their leads. And the 1-2 way outside. Freisha holds off. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Sengers has to be perfect back behind the plate. Ollie Castillo, a very solid runner at third. We've already seen him steal a base in this series. With the bases loaded and just 1 out, Freisha awaiting a pitch. And he takes the offering out to center field. Tracking back is Brody. He makes the catch, but Ollie Castillo able to tag up and score Reading's 4th run of the game. A sacrifice fly from Freisha brings home a run, and now there were 2. Here's Jack Conley with 2 runners on and 2 outs. Corridor forced to stay at second, Ohapi at first. Conley 2 strikeouts in today's game. Comes up with an opportunity here for Reading. The catcher, Singer, stepping out in front of the plate to deliver the signs to his team. Reading's got their Phillies base running coordinator over at first today, giving the signs to Logan Ohapi there. Conley chases a wild pitch that gets away from Singer, and both runners advance. And that's actually going to go in as a passed ball. So the miscue will go to Sanger. That allows both runners to advance in scoring position here. As Jack Conley has an 0-1 count. 2 outs on the board. Fisher trying to get through this inning on his own. Reading trying to tack on as many as they can. Conley grounds to Young over at short. Across the diamond is just a heartbeat in front of Jack, and that will do it in this inning. Reading does plate 2 runners here And they take a 4-1 lead into the top of the 6th. We go, and looks like we'll have a pitching change for the Fightin' Phils in just a moment.
The award-winning Reading Hospital Tower Health Character Pool Party provides an unforgettable night out with your family and friends. Enjoy a baseball game while swimming in the 87-degree heated pool directly behind the right field home run wall. Plus, 2.5 hours of all-you-can-eat buffet and photos and autographs with the crazy hot dog vendor and the Fightin' Phils mascot band. Regular season tickets are $31 per person for groups of 20 or more. Give us a call today at 610-370-BALL.
For top flight local jobs, go with who you know. J.P. Mascaro & Sons, a leading waste removal company. To meet today's employment and service demands brought on by the pandemic, Mascaro is upgrading its already highly competitive employee wage and benefit package for drivers, collection crew helpers, and other positions. Call 888-MASCARO, MASCARO, for details. Work for an established local family business committed to its employees. Again, call 888-MASCARO today or apply online at www.jpmascaro.com. Highline Merchandising, formerly Textiles, is your local small business company that provides screen printing, design, and merchandising services for local, national, and international businesses, bands, shows, and festivals, including 7-time Emmy Award-winning show Schitt's Creek and Unsolved Mysteries. Visit our website at highlinemerchandising.com. A pitching change here for the Fightin' Phils as they make a call to the Alvernia University Golden Wolves bullpen. Jack Perkins hands the ball over to McKinley Moore here for the top of the 6th. Reading putting 2 on in the bottom of the 5th, so they lead 4-1 over Binghamton. As Moore will see the number 9 batter, Zach Ashford, and then go back to the top of the order with Wyatt Young and Francisco Alvarez. Jack Perkins got 2 innings of work, gave up 1 hit, 1 run. It was earned 1 walk and 1 strikeout, did so on 25 pitches. So we'll see McKinley Moore for the first time this series as he comes inside, ball number 1 to Zach Ashford. Reading put up 2 in the 3rd and 2 in the 5th. The Rumble Ponies got their one off of Luke Ritter's double in the 4th to make it 4-1 here in Baseball Town as Ashford takes a ball outside. Moore hitting 95 with his fastball. The righty takes a deep breath, big leg kick, and he comes home outside. 3-0 the count. Sun beginning to set here in Reading, Pennsylvania. Cool and a breeze. Man, is it a good day to be sitting outside watching baseball. 3-0. Moore hits perfectly, 94 down the middle for a 3-1. Most time you're not swinging. Ashford popped up in foul territory. That's how he got out his first time up. Second at-bat of the game here in the 6th. Tells you that the pitchers are doing a job. Ground ball left side. Guzman on to first. And there is an out. I don't know if that did touch the foot of Moore, if it ricocheted at all, or he was able to get his foot out of the way, but he gets a ground out to start off this inning before he sees the top of the order in Wyatt Young. Only 2 base runners so far on the day. Wyatt Young walked. He scored Binghamton's only run, and Luke Ritter has the only hit. Moore obviously wanting to keep it that way, if possible. Sharply hit to Castillo. He'll go across the diamond. He's been there, done that in today's game. Actually, let me count how many outs Castillo has assisted in. 2 in the 1st, 1 in the 2nd, 2 in the 3rd, so that's 5. 1 in the 4th, 6, and 1 now in the 6th, so 7 assists. That's why they call it the hot corner. As McKinley Moore sees Francisco Alvarez 2 quick outs here in the top half. Speaking of grounding out to 3rd, Alvarez has done that twice today. Number 1 prospect for the Mets. takes the first pitch ball and then a second one inside, 2-0. Middle infielders back deep here to Alvarez as he chases 97 out of McKinley Moore. And the count moves to 2-1. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 6th. Reading leads 4-1. Ground ball left side. Guess where it went? To third. Ollie Castillo over to Akami, and that'll do it. All 3 ground outs for McKinley Moore as he shuts down the Rumble Ponies. On to the bottom of the 6th we go. Reading leads 4-1.
There you are in the great wide open when you hear it. Dinner time. When you're hungry, you're not going to let 5,000 feet of mountain get in your way. And if they try, that's what Kia's lineup of exceptionally capable SUVs with available all-wheel drive is for. The Telluride, Sorento, Sportage, and Seltos are how you know we take this pretty seriously. The SUVs and the dinner. Hurry into your local Kia dealer today. Kia, movement that inspires.
Visit kia.com for details. Always drive safely.
Feasers Incorporated, a family-owned, full-line food service distributor located in central Pennsylvania. Services restaurants, sporting facilities, theme amusement parks, healthcare facilities, educational facilities, and other institutions throughout Pennsylvania and the Mid-Atlantic region. For over 100 years, Feasers and its employees have committed themselves to making customer service their highest priority. Feasers works hard to provide customers with the products they require, delivered by their helpful fleet drivers. Feasers is large enough to serve and small enough to care. For more information, call 800-326-2828 or Feasers.com.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with the Berks County Mental Health and Developmental Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and the prevention of suicide. With 3 simple words, "Are you okay?" the hope is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide affects and hurts everyone, but help is here, and we'll work together to help raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention at 610-236-0530. That's 610-236-0530.
Man, I am loving this game as we go into the bottom of the 6th inning. Reading due up. Minetti, Guzman, and Mickey Moniak back to the top of the order as your Fightin' Phils lead Binghamton 4-1, and the Rumble Ponies make a call to the Alvernia University Golden Wolves bullpen as Nate Fisher hands the ball over to Willie Taveras here for the bottom of the 6th. Minetti takes the first pitch, ground ball back. He's 0 for 2, both fly outs to center field. If he gets just a little bit more on it, I'd love to see it happen. Hasn't done it once this season. Taveras, they go from lefty to the righty here. A big wind-up, and he comes home. Goes off speed and gets Minetti to chase down 0-2. The final line to Nate Fisher, 2 1/3 innings of work, 2 hits, 2 runs. They weren't earned because of the error in the field. 1 walk and 3 strikeouts. Here's Taveras outside to Minetti. He holds off. 1-2 the count. Wind really picking up now. Out to center field it goes. Who's going to take advantage of it first here in the Hitters America's Classic Ballpark? Over the head, and up the middle goes Minetti. Shifting over, Ritter. The second baseman makes the play, and there is out number 1. Everything Taveras does seems very punctuated, might I say. It's not a rhythmic wind-up. It's very over the head, up to the chest, big leg kick, step, throw, as opposed to a more rhythmic throw. He kind of paces himself as he gets a swinging strike out of Jonathan Guzman. He's 0 for 2 today, a fly out and a ground out here. The production has really come from Reading's top of the order. Ollie Castillo already has 3 hits. Guzman to the left side. Brett Beatty makes the throw. Guzzi about an eyelash behind it. Man, that was close, but it's out number 2 here for Mickey Moniak. Moniak had a hit in the 5th, walked in the 3rd, scored both times for the Fightin' Phils today. He's here on Major League Rehab, says he feels really healthy and great, which is the most important thing. Looking forward to eventually watching him in Philadelphia. If he gets there, that is the plan. Moniak takes the first pitch, ball outside. The first lefty that Taveras has faced today. Comes in with a 3.30 ERA. Moniak takes this out to center field. Brody on the run at the wall, and Mickey Moniak hustling to 3rd. He holds up as it bounced off the top of that baseball town wall in center field, and they're going to rule it a home run. He stopped at 3rd, but with the cheers of the crowd and the high five from his manager, Mickey Moniak, a home run here in his rehab. For the Fightin' Phils, he puts them up 5-1. Just topped it off straight out to center field, just 400 out there. And Reading gets up 5-1 here. 2-hit day for Mickey Moniak. He didn't even know it. Waiting for the umpire's call. I guess he hit that yellow. Tough to see from here if he hit the blue or the yellow. They've got certainly a better view closer down on the field than I do. Triple's cool, but a home run's even better. Ollie Castillo skies this right into the glove of Luke Ritter at 2nd. Chases it down and robs Ollie Castillo. That ends the inning, but a solo shot from Mickey Moniak makes it 5-1. Reading on top here. On to the 7th we go in just a moment.
Join us as we celebrate Reading's Hispanic and Latino culture during 12 Friday home games this season. With Savage 61 Fiesta Fridays presented by eXp Realty, Breakthrough Beverage, Humane Pennsylvania, Origlio Beverage, and Mal Beer. Fiesta Fridays feature special Los Luchador de Reading uniforms, Hispanic and Latino food and music, and other cultural elements throughout the ballpark. Get your tickets now by calling 610-370-BALL or visiting us at the Weidenhammer ticket office at FirstEnergy Stadium.
ROG Orthodontics is the proud official partner of the ROG Orthodontics Fightin' Phils Kids Club. Join today at Fightins.com to get your free ROG Orthodontics Kids Club t-shirt and visit FantasticSmiles.com for more information on why ROG Orthodontics is voted #1 in Berks and Monco. ROG Orthodontics and the Fightin' Phils.
Savage Auto Group is a proud sponsor of Fiesta Fridays. Enjoy an Phils game, great food, music, and entertainment. The team will play in their Los Luchadores de Reading Latino tribute uniforms. Visit Timmy Profit and Savage Auto Group, Pennsylvania's most awarded dealership for all your automotive needs.
Here we go into the top of the 7th in baseball. 5, Binghamton 1. McKinley Moore gets his 2nd inning of work. He sat down the Rumble Ponies in order, all 3 groundouts in the 6th, so he'll see Beatty, Ritter, and Cortez, the heart of Binghamton's order here in the 7th. Binghamton has only had 2 base runners tonight, Wyatt Young, who walked, and Luke Ritter, who doubled to drive in the only run of the night. Moore looking to shut down the Rumble Ponies as much as possible here, as the number 3 prospect for the Mets, Beatty, comes up 0 for 2 today. And he gets in, he's the number prospect moving up in the rankings. Mets really like his swing that covers all parts of the field, very smooth, and makes seriously solid contact. Sometimes he just gets out in front of it a little bit. Moore sees him. Back-to-back balls outside. Infield, outfield, back deep for Reading. Beatty pushes this one foul, and there's the first strike. Moore has not elicited really sharp contact yet out of these. It's all kind of weak and off balance, which has allowed for the groundouts. And, of course, Reading's defense has been stunning tonight as the 2-1 comes in just high. He checks his swing. but he doesn't go around. 3-1 the count. Just looking for out number 1 here. The sun really setting in Reading right now. Skies are darkening, but a beautiful night in baseball town. Here's the 3-1 up the middle. Moore's able to knock it down on the mound. Conley picks it up and goes to first. What a play by the pitcher for out number 1, and he seems like he's okay out there. Doesn't seem like hobbling or anything, and no visit from Luke Ritter. Ritter has had the only hit of the night so far for the Rumble Ponies. Yesterday they took the Fightins 4-3 with extras in the 10th inning. Moore drops his fastball down to an off-speed pitch, goes from about 95 to 86, and fools Ritter, who takes a swinging strike 1. Now he brings it up to 97, and he gets that swinging strike 2. Just misses below the knees, 98 there for McKinley Moore. I think he and Ofredi Gomez now with Francisco Morales up in AAA are probably the 2 highest velocity throwers for the Fightin' Phils. Ground ball back to the pitcher. It gets past Moore. On the run, Mignetti. But safe at first is Ritter. What a good defensive effort by the team. And I think deflecting it by Moore took enough off it that Mignetti didn't have time to make the play. So Ritter gets another base hit. 2 for 3 today. The only 2 hits by Binghamton, I say again. A runner on first with 2 outs. Now would be another great time for a ground ball here, as Moore's gotten literally all of them on the ground. Even that hit was a ground ball, and he could turn 2 here. He's gotten only 1 ground ball double play so far, as the infield's going to play straight up here to the lefty, Carlos Cortez. Sky high foul ball. And Cortez down to his final strike. Moore looks over at the runner on first. He's got an out. Here's the 0-2. Cortez checks his swing and he goes around. McKinley Moore picks up his first strikeout of the inning, and out number 2. A big one here. As Ritter still on first, here is Quinn Brody. Brody from the left side. This is a very lefty-heavy lineup in the Mets affiliate, but Moore gets a first pitch strike. Reading leads 5-1 here in the top of the 7th inning. They've had 7 hits to the Rumble Ponies 2. Line drive out to left. Is it fair or foul? It's foul. That'll do wonders for the Fightins here. It certainly would have been at bet extra bases as Aldrin Corridor picks it up, but he tosses it to a fan. Quinn Brody taking his time getting back up to the plate. Obviously, with 2 outs, Luke Ritter was speeding around the bases. Everyone will have to go back. 2 outs on the board, a 0-2 count here to Brody. Reading up by 4 here in the top of the 7th. They have looked good today. And he gets Quinn Brody to chase a pitch high in the strike zone for out number 3. Tosses his bat in frustration, but McKinley Moore strands a runner on with back-to-back Ks and keeps Reading's 5-1 lead. Stretch time here at the ballpark. We'll take a quick break for the best part of the game and be back for the bottom half.
Gear up for Fightin' Phil season. Visit the Brentwood Industries Fightin Phil's team store at FirstEnergy Stadium or check out our online store 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at rphils.com/shop. We have a wide variety of Fightin Phil's hats, t-shirts, kids apparel, and more. Looking for something new? Check out our latest selections of Los Luchadores de Reading and Reading Hot Dogs gear, plus throwback, black, R-Train, R-Phils attire. Root for your Fightins in style. Stop by the Brentwood Industries Fightins team store or rphils.com/shop.
The sound of an ice-cold Corona is music to my ears. Oh, run that back. Dope. Now drop that beat. And hit me with the hook, player. Hey, whatever you do with your fine life, just do you, player. Relax responsibly. Corona Extra Beer, imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
The Fightin Phils know who to call for trash and recycling services. A proven winner, JP Mascaro & Sons. The industry leader for over 50 years. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable, quality service for your home or business. That's JP Mascaro & Sons, one of the top companies in its industry. Trash and recycling services for home, business, and industry. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO. JP Mascaro & Sons, ready to serve you.
Taveras back out on the rubber as Binghamton trails 5-1. The Fightin Phils will have some more chance for an offensive action here in the bottom of the 7th with Aldrum Corridor, Logan O'Hoppe, and Josh Akami. Corridor shoots this up the middle. Coming over is Brody, and he'll be able to make the catch. There's an out. One away for Logan O'Hoppe. O'Hoppe's been on base twice today, once on an error and once on a hit. Takes a pitch inside for ball number 1. Reading leads 5 runs on 7 hits. The Rumble Ponies 1 run on 2 hits. Both of those hits have come from Luke Ritter. So Reading really dominating in this contest, but they've got to hang on to it through all 9 innings as O'Hoppe rips this one into Binghamton's bullpen for a foul. The count 1-1. Great crowd here on Fightin' Cancer Night supporting all of those going through cancer treatments as O'Hoppe pops this one down the right field line. It drops in an awkward spot. He's going to go for 2 and dives into second safely. He turns a single into a double with a shallow pop-up into right field. Logan gets himself into scoring position here for Josh Akami. First pitch outside. Ball 1 here to Akami, who is 0 for 2 today. He did walk in the 3rd. Righty on lefty matchup. Taveras looks back at O'Hoppe on second. Takes a deep breath. Here's the 1-0. Akami, a swinging strike. Well, McKinley Moore got his 2 innings in clean, so somebody else warming up in the bullpen for the Fightin' Phils. Out there. Can't quite tell. Everyone's getting 2 today. Miller did start off with 3 as Akami takes a pitch outside. 2-1 the count. Fightin' Phils lead 5-1. Alchemy pumps this foul into the net behind home plate, and the count evens at 2 apiece. Out number 1 here in the bottom of the 7th, but Reading has Logan O'Hoppe out in scoring position. Travels off of second. He leads the team in stolen bases with 4 this season. Actually, Wendell Rijo does, but he's on the injured list. As Alchemy strike up, he got a piece of that with his at-bat, so he's going to get to keep going. Certainly working Tavares here. Reading put their first 2 runs in the 3rd off the bat of Aldrum Corridor. They tacked on 2 more in the 5th. And a solo home run by Mickey Moniak in the 6th made it 5-1. Tavares looks back at O'Hoppe on second. Here's the 2-2 home to Josh, and he gets another piece of it to stay alive. That was pitch number 7. Certainly working Tavares hard here. The shortstop, Young, keeping a close eye on O'Hoppe, especially with this lefty batter. Alchemy shaded more towards second. Again, the 2-2, this time it's outside. And Alchemy has worked his way very hard into a full count. We've already seen him walk once. Can he keep the line moving? 34 walks on the season, pretty impressive. Josh fouls this one back. We'll go again. Good crowd here. Everyone stuck it out. It's a perfect night at the ballpark. Still a really good crowd here. Really into it, invested. Pitch to Alchemy. Another foul ball back. Here comes pitch number 8. The umpire has to get more baseballs with all those fouls. The bat boy bringing him some fresh ones. O'Hoppe shuffles off a second. Reading leads by 4 here, bottom of the 7th inning. We merge into the back part of this ball game. Tavera looks back at O'Hoppe. Here's the payoff pitch, ball 4. Josh is patient, and he waits it out. After a 10-pitch at-bat, he takes his second walk of the game, 35 on the season. Logan remains at second. There's 2 on and 1 out for Vito Friscia. Now he had a sacrifice fly ball in the 5th to score a run. Friscia takes a pitch inside, ball number 1. Reading a chance to really run away with this game here. I think that would be best case scenario for them. They fell last night just trying to get that confidence back and get a win on the board. 2 on, 1 out. Friscia grounds this foul, and the count evens. O'Hoppe moving fast out on second. He was already down to third. Sometimes the manager, Sean Williams, gives the sign for a hit and run. So the batter is forced to swing at whatever comes, and the hitter is forced to run. Another ground ball down the third baseline, foul. That's kind of a play call almost for baseball. There's not so many of those, but also, you know, a sign for take the pitch, whatever it may be. Bunt sign, steal sign, all of those things happening in the game. 2 runners on, 1 out. Here, Friscia, and it's a pitch in the dirt. Singer, good job blocking the offerings back behind the plate. He has had a pass ball in the game that didn't affect the outcome yet, but certainly 2 pretty good runners on the base pass here for Reading. Leaning over, Tavares gets the sign. Friscia sends this deep to left center field. Cortez on the run, tracking back. Brody makes the catch in center. Both of the Fightin' Phil's runners are going to tag up, and it is a long fly ball for out number 2 for Vito Friscia. Man, I think me and the crowd thought he had all of that. But either way, both runners advance here to scoring position. There are 2 outs on the board for Jack Conley, who is due for a hit. Jack takes the first pitch inside. Binghamton and Reading, both teams have players warming in the bullpen. Looks like it'll be Ofrady Gomez for the Fightin' Phils in the top of the 8th. But first, got to get through this bottom half. Reading looking to put some insurance runs on the board as Conley takes a swinging strike. They lead 5-1 over the Mets affiliate, and they've got Ohapi on third and Akami on second with 2 outs on the board. Tavares steals. Conley chases for strike 2. Infield, outfield, back deep. Runners going on contact with 2 outs. Foul ball. Jack stays alive. Tavares up to 32 pitches here in relief. Runners take their leads. Reading leads by 4 here. Jack takes an offering in the dirt. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Tomorrow's game, another 6:45 contest. I'll be 6:45 until we get to Sunday's game, which is at 5:15. Lots of fireworks shows, lots of fun promotions coming up. Harry Potter night on Saturday. Here's the 2-2 inside to Jack, and the count is now full. He has battled back hard here. Akami walked. Moved over to second on the fly ball by Freesia. Ohapi doubled and moved over as well. So Reading has 2 in scoring position with 2 outs. And here's the payoff pitch to Jack. Slices this into the grandstand and left. Foul. He'll keep his count. Lots of high pitch counts here against Tavares. Reading really battling hard. Looking for Jack to come out on top here and come up clutch for the Fightin' Phils. Ohapi on third, Akami on second. Once again, the payoff pitch gets away from the catcher, and it's ball 4. Ohapi caught off the bag, but he dives back in time. That came off the backstop so strong that it bounced right back to Sanger. Ball 4 to Jack Conley as he walks down to first. The bases are loaded for the 3rd time today. The Fightin' Phils have not been able to capitalize. Will they this time with 2 outs on the board and Fraylin Mignetti up to bat? The catcher, Sanger, going to take a moment to come out and talk to his pitcher. It looks like they're going to leave him in, even with somebody ready in the bullpen. Seeing if he can get out of a jam he created. Ohapi on third, Akami on second, Conley on first. There's 2 outs on the board. The Fightin' Phils lead 5-1, and Fraylin Mignetti steps into the righty batter's box ready to do some damage. Takes Tavares' first pitch and sends it foul into the stands. Fan tries to make a good catch, but can't hold on to it. And it's strike number 1. Runners take their leads with 2 outs. They're going on anything. Mignetti an open stance in the righty batter's box. Tavares looks down, and Mignetti sends this into right field. Racing in is Ashford, and he makes the catch for the 3rd time today with the bases loaded. Reading fails to score, but they do lead 5-1 as we go into the top of the 8th. We'll see a quick pitching change for the Fightin' Phils. Fans, don't go anywhere.
Gear up for Fightin' Phils season. Visit the Brentwood Industries Fightin' Phils team store at FirstEnergy Stadium, or check out our online store 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at rphils.com/shop. We have a wide variety of Fightin' Phils hats, t-shirts, kids apparel, and more. Looking for something new? Check out our latest selections of Los Luchadores de Reading and Reading Hot Dogs gear, plus throwback black R-Train R-Phils attire. Root for your Fightins in style. Stop by the Brentwood Industries Fightins team store or rfills.com/shop.
The sound of an ice-cold Corona is music to my ears. Oh, run that back. Dope. Now drop that beat. And hit me with the hook, player. Hey, whatever you do with your fine life, just do you, player. Relax responsibly. Corona Extra Beer, imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
The Fightin' Phils know who to call for trash and recycling services. A proven winner, JP Mascaro & Sons. The industry leader for over 50 years. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable, quality service for your home or business. That's JP Mascaro & Sons, one of the top companies in its industry. Trash and recycling services for home, business, and industry. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO. JP Mascaro & Sons, ready to serve you.
Call to the Alvernia University Golden Wolves bullpen as Ofrady Gomez comes in for the Fightin' Phils to take on the top of the 8th. Reading leads 5-1, and they look to keep it that way, as the Rumble Ponies will send up their 7 through 9 hitters, Sanger, Vasquez, and Ashford, as Gomez hits the outside corner. 97 on the radar gun to start him off with a strike. McKinley Moore had a good outing, 2 innings of work, just 1 hit, and he struck out 2 batters, and he did it on 25 pitches, which is pretty solid for the reliever. As he hands the ball over to Gomez, who sees strike 2, and Sanger. None of these next 3 batters have gotten a hit. There's only been 2 hits for the Rumble Ponies tonight, and they both come from Luke Ritter. Other than that, just 1 walk issued by the R-Phils pitching staff as Sanger chases an offering down and away. O'Hoppe puts the tag, and that will do it for out number 1. Here's Jeremy Vasquez, 2 ground balls off his bat today. This one is crushed out to left field, corridor tracking back. It's foul, it's in the corner. He can't get to it in time. A very long fly ball for strike number 1. Reading put 2 on in the 3rd off the bat of Aldrum Corridor. They tacked on 2 more in the 5th, and a solo shot by Mickey Moniak makes it 5-1. Fightin' Phils. Gomez takes a deep breath, and he comes outside to Vasquez. 1-1 the count. The sun is set here at the ballpark. Man, is it a perfect night in baseball town. It finally feels like summer, doesn't it? Gomez comes home as Vasquez takes a swinging strike on some high heat up in the zone. And the count 1-2. Just misses outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. A lot of awesome people from the Phillies here today. Dan Baker in attendance, Mickey Morandini, even Larry Boas out and about today. Lots of top prospects to watch here. This is bumped back into the net behind home plate. Vasquez gets a piece of it to stay alive. He keeps his 2-2 count. This is taken out to center field. Moniak on the run, back at the wall. He makes the catch over the shoulder, and Ofrady Gomez gets out number 2 there to Vasquez. Good, solid play there by Moniak as he's able to read it really well. Let's watch it back. He just makes the perfect beeline to the ball and is able to, even over the shoulder, he kind of really settled under it to make the catch. He takes a pitch outside. Here's Zach Ashford, 0 for 2 today. Bats from the left side. Gomez misses just below the knees. The count 2-0. Reading leads 5-1 here. We are in the top of the 8th inning. Binghamton has just 4 outs left in this ball game, as Gomez misses upstairs 3-0. And now he misses ball 4. Ashford works a walk, just the 4th batter to reach today. 2nd walk given up by the Phils pitching staff. And Gomez will now see Wyatt Young at the top of the order. Young walked and scored Binghamton's only run of the game. And we'll see if Gomez can hold it together and get the 3rd out. I'm not sure who we'll see for the 9th then. He might get 2, which is possible that we'll see him on for the 9th. Marconi pitched yesterday. Sean has used him. Did he pitch yesterday? Am I thinking about that? He did pitch yesterday. Sean has used him on back-to-back days, very infrequently, but it has been done. Gomez could get 2 depending on his pitch count here, as he comes right down the middle to Young off speed. 1-1 the count. Ashford shuffles off the bag at first, doesn't have any stolen bases this season. Big cut on and miss there by Young, down to his final strike. Gomez, as I was talking about with Moore, probably the 2 highest velocity pitchers on the Fightin' Phil's roster. Francisco Morales included in that, but obviously promoted to Philadelphia and then in AAA now. With 2 outs on the board, here's the 1-2. Young goes fishing and comes up with nothing. The 98-mile-an-hour fastball gets Gomez out of the inning. He strands a runner on into the bottom half we go. Reading leads 5-1. Looking to have some fun in just a minute.
K Pool and Spa offers a variety of expert services for both in and above ground pools and hot tubs. They provide the service for Pool Pavilion at the FirstEnergy Stadium and keep it clean and maintained throughout the entire season. Based in Reading, Pennsylvania, they've been family owned and operated for 40 years. Turn to K Pool and Spa for the best value and professional service.
International Fireworks is the official fireworks provider for the Phils. International Fireworks shoots all 33 fireworks shows throughout the Phils season, including 6 Mega Blast fireworks shows. International Fireworks also provides the pregame fireworks after the national anthem at each game. International Fireworks has a retail store in nearby Douglasville, Pennsylvania, where you can purchase all of your fireworks. Visit fireworksrus.com for more information about the International Fireworks retail store in Douglasville. Thanks again to International Fireworks, the official fireworks provider of the Phils.
Looking for the place to have the ultimate family fun at the Fightin' Phil's game? Look no further than Capital Blue Cross Funland. Capital Blue Cross Funland features the most exciting games and entertainment at the ballpark, including speed pitch, mini golf, ring toss and peach basket toss, mascot autograph booth, a bounce house, and the incredible giant inflatable slide. Bring your family to all the fun at their next Phil's game at Capital Blue Cross Funland.
Call to the Alvernia University Golden Wolves bullpen. In for the bottom of the 8th is Yezo Campos. For the Binghamton Rumble Ponies, he'll see Jonathan Guzman. And then back to the top of the order, it looks like Mickey Moniak is still in, and Ollie Castillo. As Moniak up in the on-deck circle right now, played all 9 innings yesterday. Trying to get some more innings under his belt in his rehab appearance here in Reading. As Willie Taveras hands the ball over here to Yezo Campos for the bottom of the 8th. Reading leads 5-1 over Binghamton, looking to tack on as many as they can. They've had the bases loaded 3 times tonight. That's not when they've scored their runs, though. So they've still been pretty dominant with leading quite a number on the base pass, which I think is impressive to still be able to draw up your runs even when you can't capitalize sometimes, as Jonathan Guzman takes a first pitch strike. Campos, glove at the waist, does a big movement shift on his, putting the weight on his right foot as he kind of pushes himself back towards center field and then whips around to come home as Guzman takes strike 2, certainly trying to pull his momentum. Guzzi reaches for an offering down and away and sends it foul to stay alive. He's 0 for 3 today. Reading's action has really come from the top of the lineup. Moniak with 2 hits, Castillo with 2 hits, Ohapi with 2 hits. Righty on righty matchup. Guzman is hit by a pitch in the elbow. He'll get a base if he's okay. Sean Williams coming out, the trainer Andrew Dodson as well. And he's actually going to talk to the umpire. That was very high and tight. And I think Sean, are they not going to give him the base? Are they going to say he didn't get out of the way? No, they are going to give him. They're going to say he swung? They're going to say he swung and struck out. He was hitting the arm. He was just trying to protect himself. Jeez. The umpires are going to meet and discuss this. Guzman is hanging out outside of the dugout. I mean, I understand the bat came around home, but they're going to call that a strikeout. But obviously, he was trying to protect himself from getting hit, even though he still got hit. So he strikes out. And then he takes a pitch to the elbow. And I am hoping he's okay as we go back to the top of the order with Mickey Moniak. 1 out on the board here, bottom of the 8th. If all goes well, this will be Reading's last time up at the plate since the home team bats last, and they're leading 5-1. Of course, they have to get through the top of the 9th first. And nobody warming up should be Ofrady Gomez in for the Fightins. Moniak takes a first pitch ball and then chases for strike number 1. Fightin' Phil's lead by 4 here as Mickey takes a swinging strike outside. He's had 2 hits and a walk in today's contest. He scored 3 times, including a solo home run in the 6th that he didn't even know was a homer. He stopped at third. He thought he was a triple. But they ruled it a trip around the base paths. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out on the board, bottom of the 8th. Good crowd here in Reading. Moniak sharply grounds to the second baseman. He makes the play for out number 2. Well struck, but just where someone was standing, and here is Ali Castillo. He singled in his first 3 at-bats, stole a base, and scored twice. He has been all over Binghamton. He actually played really well in yesterday's contest, too. Had another multi-hit game then as well. As he has a wide open stance in the righty batter's box and he takes a pitch inside. Doesn't really move his right foot out of where he plants it originally. Staying in the batter's box with the pitch clock here. Swinging strike. 1-1 the count with 2 outs. Struck well into the stands, foul. And Castillo down to his final strike here in the bottom of the 8th inning. 2 outs on the board. The Fightin' Phils lead 5-1. They've had 8 hits in today's contest. Campos deals upstairs above the letters. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Infield, back deep here to Ali. The outfield, though, is playing straight up, if not in. Here's the 2-2. He chases in the dirt. And a 1-2-3 inning go down the Fightin' Phils. Ofrady Gomez in for the top of the 9th. Reading leads by 4. An opportunity here to come away with a win. Don't go anywhere. Top of the 9th, here we come. You can add a delicious all-you-can-eat buffet to any Reading Fightin' Phils game ticket for only $19. No need to visit the concession stand. You can add a 2.5-hour all-you-can-eat buffet to any ticket. This selection includes barbecue chicken, barbecue sandwiches, cheeseburgers, hamburgers, hot dogs, mac and cheese, corn, pasta salad, baked beans, potato salad, chips, fruit, cookies, and all Pepsi products. Call the Fightins at 610-370-BALL, order online at Fightins.com, or visit the Weidenhammer ticket office at FirstEnergy Stadium.
Unlike any other area in FirstEnergy Stadium, the Savage 61 dugout suite puts you in the closest seat to the action on field, located just feet away from the diamond on the first base side. With covered seating, abilities in motion accessible seating, and the most unique view around, your group will thank you over and over again for this one-of-a-kind experience. Tickets for the dugout suite start at $25 and include options to add food and drink packages.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with Mao Beer and Stockertown Beverage throughout the 2022 season. Mao Beer and Mao's Cinco Estrellas Lager, which is available in the Stadium Plaza Bar, has 128 amazing years of brewing history. Make sure to pick up Mao Beer and Mao's Cinco Estrellas Lager at FirstEnergy Stadium and our Plaza Bar throughout the 2022 season and through our partner at Stockertown Beverage. Mao Beer will be on site for all of our Fiesta Friday games with samplings of their amazing Cinco Estrellas Lager. Mao Beer is a proud partner of the Reading Fightin' Phils and all Fiesta Friday celebration games. Mao Beer, the 5-star taste and quintessential beer from Madrid. Please drink responsibly.
Top of the 9th we go. Your Fightin' Phils lead 5-1 over the Binghamton Rumble Ponies, as Francisco Alvarez leads off the 9th with a stand-up double. Shoots it into left field alongside of Aldrum Corridor, and that is just the Rumble Ponies' 3rd hit of the game. However, it is their first, not by Luke Ritter. Ofrady Gomez back on the mound for the Fightin' Phils as Brett Beatty comes up with a runner in scoring position. Gomez gave up a walk in the 8th, but was able to get out of the inning clean. He gets the sign from O'Hoppy. Beatty from the left side is 0 for 3 today. He takes the first pitch below the strike zone. Cut on and missed by Beatty. 1-1. 97. Gomez still pumping the heat here. Takes a deep breath, and now he comes home. Another swing and a miss by Beatty. Down 1-2. Luke Ritter waits in the on-deck circle. Carlos Cortez in the hole, a tough part of the lineup for Gomez. Reading has a 4-run lead, and of course they'll have the bottom of the 9th. Hopefully it won't get to that, as Gomez gets his first out of the 9th. 98-mile-an-hour fastball past a swinging Brett Beatty for out number 1. Alvarez stays put on second. here for Luke Ritter. Ritter 2 for 3 today, has the only RBI, as Binghamton has only 1 run. Takes the first pitch ball. Gomez doesn't seem too concerned about the runner on second, really just attacking the batter as Ritter fouls one back, 1-1. I don't think I've seen anybody hit triple digits here in Reading this season. Did have a player last season, Anair Zabala, who did, but no longer with the organization. Here's the 1-1 from Gomez. Ritter goes fish and comes up with nothing for strike 2. Wind still out and about. Nothing damaging, of course. Gomez has 1 out in the top of the 9th. Now he has 2. Gives Ritter some high heat he can't handle. Back-to-back strikeouts from Gomez. Puts 2 outs on the board, and Binghamton down to their final out here. They do have Alvarez out on second after a leadoff double. Here is Carlos Cortez. Cortez takes the first pitch ball outside. 2 outs here, top of the 9th. Reading leads 5-1. Gomez looking to end it ASAP. He goes off speed. Can you imagine seeing a 98-mile-an-hour fastball and then drops it down to 83? Cortez takes a strike. Even he can't fight off the difference between those 2 pitches from Gomez. The 1-1, foul back for strike 2. And Reading down to their final strike here. Looking to get out of this game and come home with a win. They lead 5-1. Fans on their feet. Here's a pitch in the dirt. And we'll go one more time as the count moves to 2-2. Two outs on the board, 2 balls, 2 strikes, and Cortez strikes out swinging. Gomez strikes out the side to end the game, and the Fightin' Phils come home with a big 5-1 win, tying up the series at 1 apiece. What a game for Reading. They allowed just 3 hits on the board, only, I think, 5 base runners, which is really impressive from their pitching staff, and of course the team 5 runs on 8 hits. A big victory for Reading as they tie the series up against the Binghamton Rumble Ponies. Tomorrow night's game, 6:45. Fans, thanks so much for joining me. Emily Messina on the air as the Reading Fightin' Phils take the Binghamton Rumble Ponies 5